afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. As Zipporah mentioned, today I'll be speaking about St. Patrick's Day. And as most of you, I'm sure, know, that is coming up this Sunday, which is why I figured it would be a good topic to cover here, especially given the humorous nature of some of our St. Patrick's Day celebrations. The history for St. Patrick's Day is tied back to the 5th century about a missionary named Patrick, obviously. No surprise there. But the celebration has evolved over the years to just cover all of Irish culture. How do we celebrate this holiday in our culture today? I'm going to talk about some of my own experiences as well as just some general examples about how we celebrate this particular holiday. One way we do it is green attire. This not only applies to us and what we're wearing, but some cities will even decorate their monuments and tall buildings with green lights. In Chicago, they even go as far as dyeing the river green.
Wow.
This is the Chicago River after its most recent dye job. If you go up to northeast Ohio, Lake Erie's always green. This is due to the nuclear power plant on its eastern coast. Another popular tradition for celebrating St. Patrick's Day are large parades. The cities like Chicago, Boston, New York also have large parades. A couple that surprised me are, I guess I didn't think about, are Savannah and New Orleans also boast large St. Patrick's Day parades. Not cities I thought about when I was doing this research. And I did one year attend the Cleveland Parade. It is a wild spectacle, as you can see here in the picture, with people from far as the eye could see, lots and lots of alcoholic beverages, cannot find a seat in any bar that you go to anywhere in the city. Of course, one of the most popular traditions on St. Patrick's Day is beer. People consume copious amounts of these types of beverages during the St. Patrick's Day holidays. The one story I'm going to share today is essentially my first St. Patrick's Day that I was able to celebrate at legal age. My birthday falls in April, so I had to wait 21 years and 11 months to actually partake in that particular aspect of the holiday. The story goes back to 2000 something. I'm not going to give my exact year here. But I was a newer college student attending school at Bowling Green State University, not being 21, not making the best of decisions. This particular St. Patrick's Day, though, I awoke at 4 a.m. as I had an early start to my day with a job that I was working. I left that job at 8 a.m. to go to my first class in the morning. Instead of going back to my dorm after get some sleep after all of this activity, where did I go instead? I went to a little dive bar named Porter's to meet up with some friends that morning. Porter's is your typical college dive bar where it reeked of cigarette smoke and stale beer. Anytime you walked out of that place, you just had to basically burn your clothes. It was a popular destination for my friends and I, however, because it was kind of within stumbling distance of our dorm room. It was definitely the closest bar. This particular morning, it was not even 10 a.m. yet, but with it being the holiday, bars opened early. My friends, despite the fact that it was not yet 10 a.m., somehow got there before me and had already been drinking that morning. We were sitting there in the bar, around 10 a.m., drinking pitchers and pitchers of green colored beer. Following that, after several rounds of consuming beverages, I stumbled back to my dorm room to catch a nap. So that was the end of round number 1. Round number 2 had to wait a little bit. I had an evening class on that particular day, so I took a quick nap and got ready to go to my 6 o'clock journalism class. Our professor was aware of the situation, as most of my classmates decided not to attend that day. He mercifully let us go a little bit early, so I went back to my dorm, dropped off my books, and went back to quarters for round number 2. These types of decisions in my college experience may explain why there was a slight decline in my grades after my 21st birthday. But this was my most memorable St. Patrick's Day, but I have celebrated the holiday many times since that year. If you decide to celebrate the holiday this year, make sure you are safe and make better decisions. Thank you for your time.